I want to show you guys 3 glitches that I've never posted before on Modern Warfare Zombies. One of them I just found, so I'm making this video, and it's also my favorite glitch in the entire game. The glitch I'm talking about, and the one that got patched, is where you could get on top of that room and loot those crates for high tier items and money without doing the Easter egg steps. You just use a scorcher like I did here in this cave. You line up against the wall in that light, you scorcher up once, I spin around, scorcher 2 more times, and then jump up into the ceiling and then walk over here on top of this room. Before the patch, you could just go prone and open those boxes and loot them. Well, that has been blocked, and now there's a way to get into the room. I'll show you the method I found, and then there's a second method that's been found prior to this. I'll show you guys both methods and then show you what you should and shouldn't do so you don't mess this up. But first, I want to let you guys know how you can get Modern Warfare 3 extremely cheap, and then also future Call of Duty is really cheap, like Black Ops 6 that's coming in October. And that is why I partner with G2A.com. They are sponsoring this video, so massive shout out to them. Today, we're immersing ourselves in the world of digital entertainment with our fantastic partners at Gate to Adventure, your ultimate adventure terminal. But before we embark on this thrilling journey, remember, it's not just a marketplace, it's a hub for all things excitement. Now let me clarify, G2A, also known as Gate to Adventure, offers a variety of digital goodies from software to video games and even gift cards for your favorite platforms like Amazon, Netflix, Steam, and more. Right now they have some great deals on many of the hottest new game releases like Elden Ring and Destiny 2 DLC. And like I was saying before, you can get some crazy good discounts on Call of Duties. Like Modern Warfare 3 is like 40% off. And this is where I buy a lot of my games. And with G2A, you can get your favorite games, offering you the thrill of adventure without breaking the bank. And here's the kicker, all of these fantastic deals come with instant delivery. Your adventure begins the moment you hit the purchase button. You can check out all these discounts on their website, G2A.com. I'll have this link down in the description and also the pinned comment. Now back to these fun glitches. So if you want to get into this room and loot these crates without having to do the Easter egg steps, you want to first use the scorcher, get up into the cave ceiling, and then walk on top of the room. You want to come to this corner right here, and I crouch and then slowly back off. You're going to drop down 1 time, and then you want to slowly back off again. You're going to drop all the way down. You'll be at floor level with the room. When you start to drop the second time, you want to push forward so that you're standing on this little tiny bar on the edge of the room. The next thing you're going to need is a dog bone. So craft one of those, bring one of those in, trigger it here. It's going to bring in a friendly pet hellhound. Now right here, I want to show you what not to do. You cannot have other players around you because that dog will get distracted and will run away from you, and it will just stay here at this wall or at the door, and it will ignore you, and you need that dog right near you. So if you're with people, just leave the squad. If you're doing this, you can always rejoin them, but after you bring in the dog, you immediately want to pet him. You'll see the activation on the screen. If you don't see it, just keep spamming that button that does pet him, and it will pull you through the wall and into the room. Once you get in there, you're going to be lodged between that ammo crate and the wall, so you've got a scorcher that you brought with you, so you're just going to use that and blast up and into the room and break free of that barrier. This is going to allow you to be in the room, and you can loot all of the crates right now. You're going to get some high tier items, some perk cans. You're always going to get 7 grand, so that's awesome. I know a lot of us love the dog and the pet, and it's really useful, but this is an even better use. If you're bringing in a dog bone, go ahead, come in here and just rob this room while you're at it. Once you're in here, you can unlock the door and leave and let other players in. One of the crates will be a mimic, so be aware of that. Every time you loot in here, you always get 2 3,500 bars of gold, and you can go to the buy station, sell those, get 7,000 essence real easily. Don't forget to do that. The other method of getting into this room is using a blood burner bike. You have to have a key, and you can spawn a bike into the room and then use the roof to get onto the bike and get you into the room. You have to be careful with this. Whenever you spawn in the bike, make sure you are all the way at the edge of the room where I am, or on the other edge, because you can accidentally spawn this bike on the outside of the room and then it's useless. With the bike, you can just get onto the bike from the roof, but with the dog, you have to drop down to the side of the room. You cannot pet the dog from the roof. And if you fall while you're trying to get on the side of the room, that's fine. It's just going to spawn you back into the map and you can try again. Right here, I spawned a bike by standing in the middle of the room, and you can see it's on the outside. So that would be a no-go. You've wasted a bike key. I personally find the dog more useful than the bike. So if I have to bring something in, I would bring in a dog bone. But if I have an extra key sitting around or someone does, you might as well use it for this before you get on the bike. Season 4 Reloaded is is coming next week, and they might be patching a lot of glitches, including these, and we might actually lose the bad signal teleporter tombstone method. I'll keep you guys updated on that when that goes live, but the last glitch I want to show you is how to get into these warlord fortresses without needing any keys whatsoever. You will need a sentry turret that costs 2,000 essence, and those can be bought at a level 2 or level 3 tier zone buy station. You use the sentry turret to breach these doors, and one that it works really well on is this warlord here in the Orlov area. The door to get into this area is upstairs, and there's going to be a lot of mercenaries around, so be aware of that. I use ether blades, it clears them out instantly, but what you want to do is go up to the door, then pull out the sentry turret as you're like smashed up against the door, and then quickly run away, like go to the stairs and then go right back to it. You can walk right through. Once you're in here, you're not going to have the warlord activated. You have to actually open the door first from the inside, which you can do. Again, you don't need a key. That will activate this warlord, and this guy's pretty easy to kill as long as you stay up here and use ether blades. You can take out most of the mercenaries and even take out the warlord with it. These warlords, when you kill them, you are guaranteed to get a wonder weapon. You're not getting the schematic, you're just getting the case. So this is a great spot to farm, just to pick up some wonder weapons. Just go grab a sentry turret, run in here, kill him, grab your wonder weapon. This warlord is not always in this location in Orlov. The warlords do randomize throughout the map. There's one here on this island, and I believe the turret works with that as well. There's another warlord in this area. It's Duckabee, and it doesn't work with her, unfortunately. I tried the same method. I went up to the door and activated and pulled out the sentry turret, walked away, walked back, and it didn't let me go through the door. So maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe you guys got it to work, but we certainly couldn't. And just to cover all bases, I wanted to see if we could get into the loot crate room with a sentry turret by pulling it out, walking away, walking back, and breaching the door, but that does not work. And shout out to Silent9 for this turret glitch and the Bloodburner bike glitch. I'll have his link to his YouTube channel down in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next video.